Today is Wednesday, the 3rd of May, and this is from the South. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro has begun the formal process of calling a constituent assembly to draw up a new constitution. He delivered his petition to the Electoral Council and told supporters he expected elections to the constituent body in the coming weeks. He also criticized the right-wing opposition for rejecting calls for dialogue.
Opposition leader and vice president of the opposition-dominated National Assembly, Freddy Guevara, looks on helplessly as supporters of his coalition party face off with the Bolivarian armed forces. Their goal: to march through the National Assembly building in the heart of Caracas. The armed forces refusing to let them pass, based on a record of opposition violence that has resulted in losses of life and the destruction of private and public property. Guevara recently speaking out on social media to his followers, asking that they not initiate violent confrontation. This latest march comes as the president on May 1st began a process to invoke the National Constituent Assembly, which will give magnified powers to the public for a rewrite of Venezuela's constitution. Maduro says the move can restore peace to Venezuela. The opposition oppose.
He's not doing a National Assembly constituency what he wants, what he's doing according to the Constitution, because what he really wants is to eliminate the National Assembly elected by the people and to eliminate the general prosecutor that is not with them anymore. And it's not a free and fair election because no one can vote freely. They decide who are the ones that can vote and who is the one that can be elected.
At the same time, supporters of the move celebrated in the heart of the city with the hope that the Constituent Assembly will ensure that vital social programs are enshrined in the Constitution and that peace for all can once again be attained.
Entonces, con esta nueva constituyente, nosotros, el pueblo, le vamos a dar poder al pueblo y vamos a seguir avanzando y proteger las misiones. Venezuela no quiere guerra. Venezuela es un pueblo de paz, de amor y de armonía.
This is Reagan Devines for teleSUR English, Caracas.
Peru's Supreme Court has acquitted the anti-mining activist Maxima Acuña after a 5-year legal process. Acuña had resisted eviction from her home by the Yanacocha Gold Mining Company, a subsidiary of the U.S. giant Newmont Mining. Acuña said she was pleased justice had been done, but that she hoped not to receive further abuses on part of the company. Both Acuña and the mining company lay claim to the land in question. The issue is still awaiting legal resolution. Suspected drug gang members burned 7 commuter buses and a tractor-trailer on Rio de Janeiro's highways, allegedly in response to police raids in the favelas controlled by the criminals. The suspects ordered all the people off the bus and truck before torching them. No one was injured, according to Brazilian authorities. Cuba is suffering its worst drought in over a century. The Cuban government has allocated over $40 million to alleviate the drought in the Ciego de Avila province. Almost 1 million Cubans are reported to be affected by the drought. Despite the harsh situation, local residents are working together to make the best of the situation. Uruguay began the registration of legal marijuana consumers on Tuesday. This was the final step to implement full legalization of cannabis and make the drug available in pharmacies. Under the trailblazing laws, registered users will be able to purchase recreational marijuana after presenting a form of ID and proof of residence in Uruguay. The country fully legalized production, use, and sale of recreational cannabis in 2013. The Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has visited U.S. President Donald Trump in the White House. Trump said he thought there was a very good chance of a peace deal with Israel. Some Palestinians have been critical of Abbas's decision to go to Washington. An explosion at a mine in northern Iran left at least 26 workers trapped in a mile-long tunnel filled with gas that hampered rescue efforts. According to the reports, the coal mine in Goldston province collapsed when methane gas exploded underground as workers tried to jump-start a locomotive engine. Hundreds of protesters gathered in the West Bank earlier this Wednesday as part of a mass protest in solidarity with Palestinian prisoners currently on hunger strike in Israeli prisons. The prisoners have been on hunger strike since April 17. They are calling for reforms in the Israeli jails, and some family members are even joining them on the hunger strike. Mexican singer Luis Miguel surrendered to U.S. Marshals and was released on bond on Tuesday after an arrest warrant was issued for him in April. Miguel is suspected of failing to pay over $1 million to his former manager. Miguel's lawyer told reporters the singer was released on bond and that he was ready to cooperate with the court. More on these and other stories on our website, telesurtv.net/English.